Global Service Learning Scholar. It's an individual that's interested in continuing their community service elsewhere. So what we're doing, it's a Public Health Brigade in Nicaragua, South America. And the scholarship was granted to somebody who pretty much wanted to continue the service outside their realm of thinking, as far as just being in the United States. They want to take that community service elsewhere. What inspired me to apply to be the Global Learning Service Scholar is, it was basically something, like I said, it was innate. It was something that I've always wanted to do as far as continuing this community service. Currently, I'm a mentor, a youth mentor with Urban Warriors, and what we do, we serve as like the case managers and liaisons for these youth that's at risk of violence or perpetrating as far as with gun crimes. So what I wanted to do is, instead of continuing my services here, I wanted to like broaden my horizons somewhere else. I wanted to know that although we have this struggle here, I know that this struggle is happening somewhere else, but I want to live this struggle with them. So I'll be able to empathize more, not only with the people of a different nationality or race, but with my own people as well. Being able to learn something new, it would definitely just open up my mind to something different. Being out the country and continuing this community service, it'll just shed light on a lot of things for me. Just show me that although there's a struggle within our nation, there's other nations that struggle as well. So I expect my leadership to be developed in a more empathetic way, because I know right now we have this stigma of leaders. They're supposed to be feared and not loved. And so by me being a part of the struggle, it'll help me become a more effective leader in order to come back and give back to my community and inspire them to continue community service within our own community. My experience serving abroad in Nicaragua, it was the best 7 days of my life, but the longest 7 days of my life. And it may seem like trivial to other people. They may be like, hey, well, how can your life change in 7 days? And I feel like with any type of event, whether it's traumatic or can be something good that really like stows in your head and you embody it, it's gonna change you, whether it's 1 day, 7 days, or a year. I built holes for the septic tank. We dug trenches for the water supply for the communities. We sifted. We created these sanitation stations. It's pretty much, that was the entire trip, was sanitary infrastructure. So we did create sanitation stations for them. So that was some of the things that we were doing while we were in Nicaragua. I've always strived, like in my life period, just to become culturally aware. And being out there, one of the purposes of the trip is to become culturally competent. And my entire life, I tried to do that, try to get out my realm of thinking and my realm of familiarity in order for me to see how everybody else lives. And every day I was exhausted. I pushed myself to the limit every day. I made sure that they get their work out of me. And so the first day, it was pretty much like we just kind of did like a meet and greet with some of the people that we were on the trip with. We did meet other brigaders. And then the next, like, I think it's 5 or 6 days, we're just working nonstop from like 7 in the morning. We'll wake up, leave out by like 7:45-ish. We don't get back to the compound till like 5 or 6 o'clock. And we're working that entire time. I think, if anything, it'd be my work ethic that I kind of like honed in on and enhanced while I was out there. So I've always, like I said, I've always been a social activist. I've always had that heart for people, but my work ethic didn't match what I wanted to do. So now that I went out there and I saw that how these guys work day and night, nonstop, they wake up, that's literally their lives, is just to wake up and work to survive. And so I'm gonna adopt that work ethic along with what I already had, and then I'm gonna marry the two, and I'm gonna build my empire from there. I just wanna let Governor's State know how much they changed my life by allowing me to be the Global Scholar. Like, it allowed me to see things that I've never seen. I've never been on a service learning trip. I've never done anything like this with a school, so this is the first time for me, and I appreciate every moment of it. And even building that camaraderie with the people that I went with. At first, really nobody really knew each other like that, but at the end, we became a family and we still communicate now. So I want to thank Governor Say for that.